are going to come under some pressure. You're going to hear all kinds of propaganda. You're going to hear all kinds of lies and deception. There will be tactics used to try and buy you out. There will be tactics used to try and frighten you away. And I only have to say one thing to you tonight, comrades. We are blood and fire comrades, and we're marching on to progress. And we will stand firm. We will not be bought because we are not for sale.
We have full generation of people in Jamaica, them dons like what? And them a go dance, sir. We have full generation of people in Jamaica, them dons like what? And them a go dance, sir. We have full generation of people in Jamaica, them dons like what? And them a go dance, sir.
Yeah, one I did. Big up on yourself, you know. Big up on yourself, man. Big up on yourself. You hear that? And just get that thing up on the screen. Yeah, big up on yourself. Get this thing big up on the screen. See me? Yeah. I'm gonna get this big. My viewers and subscribers and all these, big up on yourself, you know. Big up on yourself, man. Check in, though. So, I feel like I want to start off tonight with something with a bridging I say. And I like and share, big up on yourself. Delroy, I see you, big up yourself and a skit. Big up everybody who check in. Last night, I mash up, you know. Come from America and mash up, you see me? Big up on yourself. I want to listen to this from the Virginia and tell me what you think about this.
Our community and obviously a supporter. She will come out of our house and she will cuss me. She say, you see me road? You see me road? Me not the water. But that is the nature of the Jamaica Labour Party supporter. We don't really need an opposition because our supporters hold us to account. We don't really need an opposition because our supporters hold us to account. We don't really need an opposition because our supporters hold us to account. In fact, our supporters are our staunchest constructive critics. And I've grown to respect and understand that about the party that I lead. So I listen very carefully to what my workers are saying.
Wow. What is not this? What is not this? I see if I can, I go on a recycle bin and look for the video there. I see if I can find it. I see if I hit this.
And obviously a supporter,
Listen,
she will come out of our house
this,
and she will cuss me. She say, you see me road? You see me road? Me not the water. And then after she finished cuss me out, she hugged me up and said, me love you, you see? Me love. But that is the nature of the Jamaica Labour Party supporter. We don't really need an opposition because our supporters hold us to account. In fact, our supporters are...
This is when the man a campaign last year, you know. He must say him not really need an opposition. That is why him and him Bigfoot girl operate like there's no opposition in the parliament. Wanna listen what him say again?
Our staunchest constructive critics. And I've grown to respect and understand that about the party that I lead. So I listen very carefully to what my workers are saying. Because if they are not happy, they are not going to be silent. And therefore, when I come here today to address you, I could very well give you a rally speech where at the end of every 2 or 3 sentences, I say, show your rights! And you leave here on a high, but by the time you come out and you go back into the community and they ask you, so where the leader did say?
And I see it. The man attack exactly what I'm do. He man attack exactly what him do. He just come out and make one whole heap of noise, shower labor right, and then that's it. I want to know hear him say again, come hear them talk about one new pandemic, like in 2020, 2019, 2020. But if you watch me from long time, remember me telling you say, them have something else planned. So when time I hear Andrew Wellness said this, let me find it. Listen to this here.
The message from the IFIs, that is the international financial institutions, could not have been clearer. They told us directly that Jamaica, already the case study of fiscal responsibility for the world, now has the chance to become the poster child for post-disaster recovery and reconstruction. They commended the government for the decision to establish the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, NARA, noting that few countries act so quickly to set up a modern, best practice central coordinating body to drive recovery with discipline, transparency, inclusivity, with discipline, transparency, inclusivity, with discipline, transparency, inclusivity, and a long-term vision. These institutions are not looking at Jamaica as a country in crisis, and for the record, neither is the government, and a long-term vision. These institutions are not looking.
Andrew Wellness said these institutions now look upon Jamaica like it's in a crisis, and neither him government. Listen.
At Jamaica as a country in crisis, and for the record, neither is the government, and a long-term vision. These institutions are not looking at Jamaica as a country in crisis, and for the record, neither is the government. We see this as an opportunity.
You hear what man say? Them see it as an opportunity. I'm get down on this thing. Let I get down on this thing here. I have something to play to now. Listen to this here.
Government to be appealing the Constitutional Court ruling on Bengal mining permit, and in light.
Andrew Wellness will appeal the ruling, the Constitution ruling, and the Bengal license where he want to make money off of. What a blood clot dog shit. The Constitution rule say where man are going with a fuckery, and him want rule against that. Eh? This is the guy.
When it comes to Andrew, money off a thief, so I'm do everything in my power.
Hey, this is over where they have done for Jamaican people, chang, you fuck. Listen this. Listen this.
Of the court's judgment, does the government now believe it should review the role or the authority of ministers to overrule decisions of regulatory bodies?
All right, so let me start with, this is a post-cabinet press briefing and what we discussed in cabinet. We briefly discussed the ruling, and it is my understanding that the Attorney General's chambers, they will be appealing. That's my understanding. In terms of timeline on that, I can find that out and get that back to you.
Why Chucky not come for you?
In terms of the implications
this
of
is
it,
the bride of Chucky, you know.
we've not been able to go through. I know I personally have not gone through the.
This lady is a demon. She named the bride of Chucky. A Chucky wife this. The bride of Chucky. Demon, this a blood clot, man, you know. These people is the weapon that farm against the people and the island. These people are the weapon that farm against the island, including the people. The Constitution rules say we enjoy deal with a fuckery. And you know, that's not good enough for him. Him want to challenge that. Eh? What a piece of shit bag. And they on stage I talk about female mother grow him good. Eh? So you want your mother get present for best mother? Your mother the worst mother. Okay, if you turn like this dirty blood clot bunger, and I talk about mother grow you good, something is wrong with you. Let me show you the posters there. You see this? You remember one time me that tell you say, whatever Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton make you not get, you now gonna know what gonna happen to you till about 2, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. Saying, I remember me telling you say them all come up with something as a damage control. See it here. This is the damage control for all of the people, them Christopher Tufton and Andrew Chick. So them for take it and get water and give them KFC and all of these things for take it. So the damage controller, them I blame it pan a rat. See them here, I blame it pan rat. And Jamaica have a whole parrot. Worst off a Melissa the other day, them say a whole parrot in the place. Because the rubbish them now move. So it's easy for the rat them get the blame. But the rat them say they're not taking no blame, they're not taking no blame for this one. This is the damage control for the genocide where Christopher Tufton and Andrew carry out in Jamaica from 2020 until them stop. This is the damage control. You pay attention. You pay attention. And them you so hear them talk about because of the war, them can't afford to print no paper money, so them are go and use the digital system until the war cool off. Then them put back paper money in circulation. Them are go trick you know. Them are go trick you know. Remember me tell you know, we plant up something now in the backyard. See flower raised there, you know. And from flower raised and every baked goods raised. From flower raised, everything raised. Saying light bill raised, food raised. Hey, when I raise, I want to know price on the pan. So you see the labor them with the pan social media chat up on the mouth. Remember this name TikTok. Slowly but surely, all of this money want to sit down on TikTok and make and get comfortable, it go stop. And so when it stop, we now go buck up in our roadblock because we never had pay attention. Because we just step on their stops and roads. And I see the agenda we are going on down our nose. So this war and everything will happen, I go force the people them to take the digital currency because this a lie with them I go collude together to go now, to accept it. Because of the war, them can't get for print no money and this and that. So we're going to use digital thing now because Andrew has already put everything in place to accommodate the digital system. You never know. You no can't stand there. But the rat them a say, Andrew Holness, you must not tell no lie, Beverly, where you deal with. Don't tell no lie upon them. See there? The rat say you can't tell no lie upon them. This time around. Alright, we're moving on. I queue up something for you. Wait there. What it there? I want to listen to this.
In charge of transportation and energy said the government is now looking into policies to limit the amount of movement taking place, and we're talking about public thoroughfare movement, not private people in them yard, because this is similar to what happened in 2020, 2019, 2020. There was a big pandemic. I mean a pandemic, and this thing was like all over the world. Now, we neighboring country like Cuba, we see Cuba face it hard, and all the people say better we listen to America, because if we don't listen to America, then this will happen to you. Guyana has been listening to America so good. Believe me, Guyana take good instructions from America, and them now no energy down there now. So, what got me around here saying that Jamaica, I understand that government of Jamaica has a good relationship with America, that is Donald Trump, his boys, and the member states. And a normal thing. The impacts of this war where they way over in the Middle East. Imagine over Iran, bomber drop. But the impacts are being felt over in the Western world. Whole heap of things are going on. So we are telling you say, stock up on food. Or no do that, make sure so you have the food in the ground. I mean dig a hole and put it in the ground. Make sure you plant the food in the ground. You see, pray, make sure so you close to a water source. And when say water source like a spring, a river. None no they down in the corporate areas them more than so. You know have no river down Babylon? No river no they down Babylon. So who no tell me what I do. This is a Bantu Zulu from the People's Court, and we're outside for now. Free not dumb.
We will do what we can do, but it is important that you do what you need to do to understand that you need to conserve. Starting today, government is going to have to look at policies to limit movements, especially transportation movements. I don't know, Minister Dixon, I don't know whether or not we go back to a COVID hybrid version of working from home, but something has to happen, because the level of traffic that I'm seeing on the road doesn't show me that anybody realizes that there's a war and the price of fuel and oil is just continuing to go up and up and up. So I'm sure that cabinet will deliberate and the government will come up with plans as to how to conserve, but it is 100% the responsibility of every Jamaican to realize that we are in a major crisis as it relates to the price of oil internationally. And therefore, you need to take responsibility for your household and your business to see what you can do.
So with Darrell Vaz, I say I'm a style man. So I'm going to throw this out there if you see how Jamaica going to react, because them know there's something planned. A damage control plan for Andrew Wallace and Christopher Tufton from the genocide where them creating in Jamaica. Because remember one of the people them about the genocide with Andrew Wallace and Christopher Tufton carry out, you know. Andrew Wallace go as far and tell a woman say God make it, you know. Saying? And them never did know how the people them are going to react with this thing. Saying? Them don't know the side effect. Them don't know how long this thing will take for work or how long. You understand? It is a test run. Saying? But because them know say at the time period for this thing start work the real way how them did want it to work, because it is a depopulation thing, you know. Saying? And because a lot of people are going to go through what them are go through, them create a narrative say this vessel upon the water and one bunch of people upon it, I carry around rat with them, and them come off and them spread out and them go in a different place. So them are going to say these people go in a different place, different territory. Them all attack say it can come in a dust and person to person contact and one hope or something. I'm telling you this. If you don't learn in a 2020 and make them come play about the same old trick pan, them old time people say, see, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
True.
The Health Ministry is this evening putting Jamaicans on alert about the spread of Hantavirus, a serious illness that is transmitted mainly through infected rodents, following a suspected outbreak on a small cruise ship in the Atlantic Ocean. 3 people have died and another is now in hospital. The vessel is currently off the coast of Cape Verde and has 149 people.
Me say, if I go up on TikTok, this thing flood TikTok. With everything we have, this they want to be the viral thing on every social media platform. But we're not going to run with this thing here. Them just want to get popular in the social media space. Remember the same fearmonger thing where them going with? Remember, you know? And I like them not tell me say, one next pandemic will come out, you know. Them been not tell me this from the devils know how long. This is not new to it. I just true we not pay fire see where it is. We not pay attention and keep up to date. Because remember them tell we. Them always tell about the other pandemic. Saying? And just like how them tell about different storm. Saying when we know say Operation Mongoose, them use it in a one war. Saying? So we know what them can do manipulate with things. Saying? And them brethren come to Jamaica and say, how long am I watch Melissa for Melissa? I want a little blood clot baby in a pampas. Him a watch Melissa till Melissa turn big girl. Come spread out in a Jamaica all over the place. So, you know, have to just put on a thinking cap, you know, and see the matrix for what it is, you know. The matrix been a run pan propaganda and misinformation for years, you know. You have to understand these things. And because the people them who are run this thing, them powerful, them use the popular outlet them for project whatever narrative them want for project. And remember, you know, you see if somebody continue to project the lie in front of you, it become truth, you know. If you keep on hear the lie over and over and over and over again, you know, it become truth. How when you know say a lie, accept it as the truth. You don't have to understand. Not even understand when I don't understand. Overs. You don't have to overs. Continue.
People on board. The operator of the ship, tour company Oceanwide Expedition, says there are also 2 crew members on board with acute respiratory symptoms, one mild and one severe. In a post to its Instagram page on Monday, the Northeast Regional Health Authority, NERA, cautioned Jamaicans that persons can become infected by breathing in contaminated dust or touching contaminated surfaces and then touching the eyes, nose, or mouth. Symptoms include fever, fatigue, or shortness of breath. Now on Zoom to tell us more about this virus is Program Director based in Environmental Health in the School of Public Health at the University of Technology, Andrea Hardware. Good evening, Mrs. Hardware.
Hi, good evening.
Well,
thank you for having me.
Absolutely. There's so much that we'd like to learn about this virus, but first up, how serious is the hantavirus threat globally and especially right now?
Okay, it's of a cruise ship that persons are experiencing antivirus symptoms and I know our Northeast Regional Health Authority has gotten ahead of it and alerted us. Indeed, we are, especially for the Northeast, it's the North Coast, and therefore it is a sensitive area, not only for our citizens,
I don't know where them do the rest of the voice. I don't know, so this thing operate from the devil's a boy. Anyway, when I make them slow it down, I want to hear Darius in here.
Arriving at Parliament with an understanding that I am indeed scheduled to speak, and I don't want anything else to kind of take me, off that. After we can have a conversation. But for now,
in hindsight, do you have any regrets about?
I have absolutely nothing to say at this point about that. I want to just complete today's session of Parliament before I comment any further. Later, I am going into Parliament, and I want to go in there and have a second.
All right. In your speech, do you have an apology in your speech? In your speech, do you have an apology in your speech?
I talk with you later.
I wanted to make a statement to intervene in the discussion. Press my mic, which is what you do. It is green, and the speaker has to acknowledge you by making your mic red. That's when you speak. On 3 different occasions, I was thoroughly, totally ignored. Sometimes there are issues you want to say, but others are talking, so you might go ahead and leave that. So I did. I ignored that. There came a point when there was a point I really wanted to make. I pressed my mic. The speaker looked at me and just turned her head and went to the other side. I waved and actually said, Madam Chair, I'd like to speak. I said that 3 times. Not even the courtesy to say that I am closing the debate and I'm not taking anyone else. Yeah, I would not have been happy with that, but at least it would have been a recognition that there is a member on the floor seeking to speak. You can rule. You are the speaker. So the truth is that I I was very upset about that because it is a constant pretending we do not exist, silencing us in a way that I believe is meant to neuter us. I mean, I can't see it any other way. And so I got up, and as I put it, I interfaced with the base. And we know what the standing order says. I'm not pretending that it is sanctioned by the standing orders, not at all. But it was because of that pushing, that ignoring, that disrespectful behavior of the speaker time and time again. I know that people, the basis, the order, sanctity of the house, and I would be the last one to debate whether it is or it isn't. What I do know is that I would not have been the first one in Jamaica, and certainly not in the rest of the world, to decide to use the mace as a sign of protest. So, persons have been demanding an apology. There are several things I could apologize for. I recognize what the standing order says about interfacing in the mace, but what I do know is that in a moment of protest, you do what you are led to do. To apologize would mean that I'm sorry for doing what I did. And quite frankly, I've thought about it. And if this is what allows the rest of Jamaica to see the speaker in her element, because that's how she behaves in the Parliament quite often, then I'm glad it happened. Because I want Jamaicans to see what we go through, what we have to bear in the Parliament. I want them too to say that that is not appropriate. And I would like the other side to also acknowledge that that is not appropriate. Let's draw a line, let's determine how we interface with each other, but let us stop the hypocrisy. I have learned that if I am in the wrong and I'm going to point out someone's wrong, the first thing I would need to do is to acknowledge what I have done wrong. And I do not believe by any stretch of the imagination, if anyone were to revisit that video with the speaker outside, I don't think anyone could believe that there was any decorum there. I don't think that anyone could believe that there was any respect or that the dignity of the Parliament was being maintained. It wasn't. And to have that speech, that holier than thou speech, yeah, that castigation of the behavior of others without saying mea culpa, I think is also wrong. And since I have no idea what was intended for the personal explanation that I had sent, I thought that it would be appropriate in the speech I came prepared to make to actually introduce something. So I'll be honest, when I realized what was happening and I decided, I cut and carved the speech I had to allow for time because I knew I wouldn't get any extra time. And so I created a 5-minute in there so that I would be able to make a statement which I thought was important, pointing out just what is totally unacceptable and asking that we use this moment to start afresh. Yes, to look at how we treat each other, how we talk to each other, and what's expected of each other. I believe that what the speaker needs to do is drop the school marm adults to children attitude. Yes, in all of what she does. We're adults. We have been sent here by individuals who have elected us. If she could just simply acknowledge that we are peers, yes, then that mutual respect that should be there should attend whatever she says to us. And I think if that was to happen, we wouldn't have a difficulty.
Final question. What she brought up an incident in her.
Same member. On or around March 5th, 2026, the member rose from her seat and boisterously declared that you want me to behave like a virago. Me I go behave like a virago.
I don't have a difficulty with her bringing it up. I think that she should have been honest though, because she was not honest in quoting me. That wasn't what I said. It is true that I was again seeking to get her attention and to be heard. And again, she ignored me. I got up and went in the middle of the parliament and I said, do I have to behave like a virago for me to be heard? That was what I said. And I thought that was an appropriate question because I don't believe that I should have to behave like a virago to be heard. I don't. I believe that as a member duly elected in the House, I should be heard. I'm not always right. I'm not suggesting that. I'm not saying that every time I ask to speak, the speaker is going to say go ahead or is going to find what I have to say appropriate or that's what I'm saying. I'm simply saying I have the right to be heard.
Auntie, Juliet Wallace who actually upon Mali. I shall drink street right. I'm not up here now, no mind my auntie. Because you have a freedom fighter, you have a warrior. Some other pay no fight, no pay Juliet no mind. Our Bigfoot syndrome what she have. I shall suffer from Bigfoot syndrome. All the way I deal with. Because the Bigfoot man, when she can't wear the shoes them when you wear come a parliament, she bad mind. Because she can't wear the shoes them when you wear come a parliament because Bigfoot no fit in anything. So she has suffered from Bigfoot syndrome. And through in look how best baby father asleep all about. And I carry flea come her yard. So look like flea gone her wig. So you have a beer crutch. You understand? So nobody pay no mind my auntie. Go hear some more you say still. Big up everybody who check in.
For her to then decide how she deals with the request that I'm making.
And final question, maybe you're not the best person to ask, but I'm still going to put it towards you. If things don't change going forward, what can we expect from the party to ensure that things improve based on your perspective in the House?
Well, I will not just speak from my perspective. I suspect that the rest of the members will tell you that they are hoping that things change. They are hoping that the speaker recognizes that her behavior is inappropriate.
Of course, a dirty Bigfoot girl behavior is inappropriate. You see, our Prime Minister Mark Gold in the pussy now want to talk in our parliament. Eh? You cannot believe the two top thief. The two top thief in our country are going like them as somebody. You ever hear nothing like this before? Juliet Holness, you need to go tell your thief in husband, Andrew Big Dirty Nose Bunger Holness. So if you go declaring asset. And we want to come by the house on the hill. And to top it off. How Andrew Holness have nothing about himself. The man thief the charity money. Go buy stocks and bonds for him. Because when I'm married, and when the pastor married, you say two become one. So anything Andrew do, two or no?
Two of them are thief.
So Andrew thief the charity money, buy stocks and bonds, and when they find out he want to put it back, what a fucking shit bag. Eh? And him know about he want to create Nara to take time to Jamaica and a Republic. Eh? But tell him saying shouldn't smoke the weed when importing from Canada. Because he don't agree with him because we know him for a long time as a be a gentleman shoes in wear. The man Juliet married like is a planned marriage the man Juliet Wallace do. They not married out of love. Nobody married out of love now keep no reception as fish fry. Nobody were married out of love. Never go think about fish fry at them wedding. They don't have them more have the joy if it's the boy. The people them come support them at their wedding and then feed them, everybody have a good time and a dance on the dance floor. Him want to sell the food. A fear one a wedding. It is not a real wedding. That never happened before. So Juliet Wallace with him and Jonas fake wedding. It's a fake wedding, it's a fake, maybe it's a fake relationship they have. One stage relationship. One makeshift relationship. Juliet Wallace talk about him a tell him father say him a consider a reception for fish fry. And how they don't have nothing about themselves, you know, hear what Juliet say. Him and Andrew decide, say them are going to invite people who live a space. Because he knows that they're not going to come. They plan to invite people from space. That is why Andrew get 2 space taxi ton trillionaire. A long time them I got space. Anyway, we warrior auntie just don't talk. Angela, big up yourself, you know. I'm sorry, say you never dash your maze. You should have carried a maze go dash over a flat bridge. And tie one stone pan to make it sink. You should have carried a maze go dash over a flat bridge. Anyway, we have a problem in Jamaica. And the girl them attack. So the look man them on TikTok we want to look pretty. And I look man for mine, and I don't want to go do no work. I don't want to stand up for your country. This is what the girl them is about,
Me no want a blood clot batty boy come in on my DM, me no come in a take fucking on my body and I come shit up more like that. Me I tell you no pussy. Stay over there so the nastiness and I come so it in a batty boy. Me no want a blood clot batty boy come in on my DM, me no come in a take fucking on my body and I come shit up more like that. Me I tell you no pussy. Stay over there so the nastiness and I come so it in a batty boy.
Andrew, I think you have to give back the money you take from Canada, and you're not going to hurt my boss. You're not going to work at all. You should have followed Bruce Golding. It's not going to work. Anyway, what Asha there? Asha have something to say now. Asha have something saying. Listen to this.
Self-talk your mind, not talk for the press, big up on yourself. That's why Andrew did want to force on needs on the people, you know. Yeah, because if you can get everybody to take the needs, then now you have full control, and man would be the king. He could dictate to who move from who no move. That's why I'm bringing this law now again, Nara. Wait, name. You see me? Saying, because what? Andrew want to control Jamaican people. I hope you see where I go on, you know. Seeing? I hope you see where I go on. I hear Juliet when he talks something, where she say that him some will come, the speaker will come and go, MP will come and go, Prime Minister will come and go. So why the bomber blood clot you and your husband won't come and go to? A time for you to come out now, man. You belly full. Greedy dog. Bone go choke them blood clot. And go stay in a parliament till it choke you know. Jamaica, back to Jamaican people. Give them back them freedom. Give them the land where they're supposed to get. Until Andrew give them the crown land and give the people them freedom. Andrew come and hold on pan we. Give the Governor General in job back for work and pay him double salary for he sign over the documents. That's why I'm in a years and sign up for change constitutional, you know. You see me? Andrew are the king for Jamaica right now. You see me? That's why Andrew signed a legion to the king. You see me? Because he want to in position. He want to say I work for the king now, so the king now release certain things. Enough things where in a parliament with a release where they now make the people know, you know. You see me? That's why Andrew take the land them that Michael Manley have gave to the people. He might take them back now and I sell them and I keep them and put the money in. Remember, you know, a long time I tell you know, say that the king it free up Jamaica, you know, when Andrew go over there, you know, remember, you know. And Mark Golding go sign a legion, you know. Andrew go sign a legion to the king. You see me? Saying when the king tell him say, look, the Jamaican people free. So that's why him did in a years my Mali fool. So I change up the constitutional of Jamaica to fit him in the position as a king. See? A long time I shall tell you, you know. You see me? Why you no believe say the Governor General I work hand in hand with Andrew and I sign all the law. Andrew are the new king of Jamaica, you know. Yeah, because the king no have no business with Jamaica. See, and Andrew no tell. Big up all of the warrior them in the diaspora and the yard. Yeah man, big up on yourself, generals. Yeah man. All of the revolutionists them, big up on yourself, big up yourself, talk your mind on top of the press, big up on yourself. You see me? But people only can see what really are going on. how Juliet Onis and Andrew Onis around the parliament and a behave like a them bedroom or them dining room. Them I argue too. So you can see say a Juliet are the man of the yard and Andrew are the boy. Yeah. Just to how you see them operate when Juliet come make him rules them in a parliament and upon the opposition, but not made in the rules to go by the Jamaica Labour Party MPs and Prime Minister. But Juliet Onis, I glad you use this, and the wise Jamaica, come tell you see the licky Labour right them assisting blood clot dog Labour right them and some PMP too. Well licky too. Yeah. Them no mind what I go on in Jamaica, cause if them get little sweets undercover, yeah man, everything is alright with them. You see me? Seeing? But the laws them that Juliet Onis are undone. And remember him say, that is the people's parliament. I wonder if she really realize that speech that she write. You see me? Because every time they fuck around us and try to fuck us over, and the opposition try to defend the people of Jamaica rights, what they are doing is for the people. And I want the people of Jamaica tell me if Andrew Onis and his wife and the Jamaica Labour Party are bumbuckler do anything for we as poor people, as the people who vote them in. See, because the rich people put them in, it's poor people. I want to not tell me, yeah man, if he might do anything for we, but they are doing for the people of Jamaica and the opposition are opposed to it. Some MP, remember you saying, Juliet, some MP will go and some will come. Both the Speaker of the House will go, like what you say, the Prime Minister will go, and more Prime Minister will come. But the rules must left in a house. In a house, blood clot house, the rule for left in. Let me ask the mace we mash up and pussy clot dash way. And the two Jamaican people so fucking fool and licky and weak no blood clot. You see me? Because a boy I go come to my page say, me figure start revolution and he will follow. Well, you will sit down there and die as a blood clot dog and a slave to the system. Let me tell you, if you don't want to get up and defend it for yourself too. Yeah. This is what I say. See? These people, when they are doing things in the benefit of their own self, they talk about they are doing it for the people. Listen me. Yeah. What about this mace? So much. I don't know who be there. I don't spell and put in there to keep on the power. And through the ancestor them rising Angela Brownberg and take up it blood clot. And them lightning and thunder, earthquake and fire and judgment upon it now. And weak now. Now I try to come back now and come tell the people say what Angela Burke do is wrong. How it to be wrong, Juliet Onis? Tell me how it to be wrong. We are independent from 1960 blood clot 2. We born in the 50s, So it's a British subject. Yeah. But the little youth them now, we come up now. We born after 62 and we born in 70s, 80s, you see me? 90s, 2000, you see me? See? They were the one who born after independent and should be living the real independent life. Not like what I passed through in the early part of 60s, when we just get independent because the law never changed right away. This is what I say. See? So what the Mace is doing in a parliament, we not talk about the rules of parliament must stay there. Which blood clot rule? We are independent. Them say the Queen free us. And the king come tell Andrew when he said that we are free. And him want to be a king of Jamaica. This little blood clot boy will come from out of Spanish Town. We tell we say him did in a 1-bedroom house. And I deal with the people them so in a Jamaica. And you, Juliet, when this was say you used to sell in a market. Spanish Town market and Falmouth market. Are dealing with the Jamaican people so. Anything towards the Jamaican people, anybody talk about the disadvantage, the genocide that you know cause upon the people you see me? You know get angry, cross and miserable. And all these bumbleclad batty boy sit down in a parliament, these petty files, as you know see it, these robber, these scammer, these genocides and knock bench. Bam, 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 and I can't no blood clot teeth because we no fat off of the people the poor people energy. Yeah. Yeah man, we no bank book big. But listen, when the day of judgment, yeah man, the wrath will not rise up on the weak, nor the meager. It will rise up on the strong and the blood clot fat. Yeah man, I want to believe that we don't get up every day and we don't do everything bad to the people. You are setting a rules in a parliament and you say you're not biased. So if you don't bias, why do not you split justice between your party and the opposition? Give them a time to talk. I don't know listen, you know, but give them a time to talk, but you do not want them to talk the truth so the people of Jamaica will hear. Are the people's national party blood fire comrade them? We hear we really are going. No, we don't want to shut them up, but you want to come in and talk about. Them said dance a blood clot, yeah, Juliet one is and Andrew one is before you dance abroad. Fix up phone your yard first before you go out there with a big pretty speech all over the world and talk about how to take care of Jamaican people and what to do for them. You see me? We cannot dealing with the people in a this farmer way and then come in a parliament talking about it's the people's parliament. The people is the people put in play for do what do. You are contrary. Yeah man, you are contrary to your own action. Juliet Wonis. And only the fucking fool, licky PMP and licky Labour Right will back you because PMP is talking about Angela Brown-Burke shouldn't do that. What the blood clot mace are doing there? Who put the mace in there go suck out their mama and then daddy? We are a independent out of the hands of four parents' blood, sweat and bumbleclad tears upon this land, life given to be so we as their offspring to be free. I'm going to talk about it is wrong. Both PMP and Labour, it is wrong. Away with no bumbo blood clot. Because to what I find out, anybody way about the Jamaica Labour Party about that mace, you see me, it's corruption. If a PMP, judgment upon no blood clot. And if a Labour Right, double judgment. You see me? Yeah man. You're talking about laws. Yeah man, you want to bring principle and reason that if we have a school and the teacher wrong, if the children know the teacher wrong, if you tell him saying wrong too, you must sit down and know say the thing wrong. You see me? The father said, he that know it the right and do it the wrong shall be ready with a rod of iron underneath them bumbo blood clot, and that you now get in the Jamaica Labour Party.
When them say court action for removing John Curry,
Some of them say
that couldn't real, man. That couldn't real. Anyway, I say for this?
At Greater Portmore, our principals are leaders of the institutions. There are funds that are still within an institution.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait there. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait there. It is? Yeah.
That's quite unfortunate what happened at Greater Portmore. Our principals are leaders of the institutions. There are funds that are still within an institution that can be used at all times to ensure that our students are fed. It is a policy of the ministry that no child should come to school and not be fed. All part funds have since been in all accounts for all our schools.
So the schools can suspend the program?
That's not allowed.
But it happened. The part them suspend the food, it happened. So the principal can get up and just stop the part program. Them instruct her for do it or him for do it. So when you come out and come pretend like the principal can just get up off her own and just stop the part program. They have to come from up at top.
Yeah, hierarchy.
Dana Dixon and Rhoda Crawford and the big of a fat sour dog shit. Marlon Morgan. That big of a son, we don't know how he just big son of Jamaica. Eh? He man just, so I feel say when he walk in a Jamaica earthquake and him a tell lie about earthquake and him a walk and shake up Jamaica. Him a come out of Jamaica and live on the sea. He take up too much space in a Jamaica and he block his son a certain parish. With him big self, Marlon Morgan, yeah, block his son, enough parish in a Jamaica. You need to leave off an island, go live on the sea. You need for your own space, Marlon Morgan. Jamaica can't continue all away. You alone take up half a country. Eh? But when you stop the free food when I give it to them. Mark Golden just say 10,000 per household. 10,000 per household Mark Golden in give. And then get a hot meal at school. Then say them did merge the local farmer to supply the school with food. So the people them can get the food that they used to. The one that they eat at their yard when they go home. The dumpling and yam and banana and everything there. Make them strong. Keep them hands and full them belly. If I give them any local fish kind and give them with it, full them belly. And the mother get 10 grand for send them picnic at school. And the people them in Jamaica never turn up for that. See there? Then tap a part program. No free food. And them I pretend like they don't know about it. When the principal can just get up off my own and stop this thing. I don't know when the Jamaica Labour Party.
Really take everything.
The principal must have come out and can't make them people put this blame on him or he. He could never. Eh? This is bad.
For government look good.
Eh?
I put my reputation.
No, sir.
Our principals are leaders of the institutions. There are funds that are still within an institution that can be used at all times to ensure that our students are fed. It is a policy of the ministry that no child should come to school and not be fed. All part funds have since been in all accounts for all our schools.
So the schools can suspend the program?
That's not allowed.
That's not allowed. As leaders in our institution. It happened. And the principal I can't find own kind of worry about him pension. The principal I got worry about him pension, so you have to get harder to stop it. The principal now just get up off my head and just stop and just do that.
We are to make the necessary arrangements to ensure that our students are fed at all times.
They always put the blame on some different people.
They always put the blame.
Tough time always blame the doctor, the nurse them in the hospital for him problem. For him negligent, you know.
But you remember when the baby then dead?
And blame them too.
Tough time blame. It was the parents.
Blame the parents for dead baby. This is Christopher Tufton. We use much of our money and I pay down penny. Market me vagina. I pay down for market me vagina. And look for that girl that I get so much of her tax money. Eh? Look upon that the girl and now market me girl. We get so much of our taxpayer money. Look upon she too. We get so much money. To Christopher Tufton I pay down pan. Look upon that. Look at the likes of them there. We get so much of our taxpayer money. Christopher Tufton I use taxpayer money. Am I an inside chick?
Jamaican sweat and tears.
See Manticue there. Alleged rape of young 13-year-old. He must say, I blackmail him, I blackmail him. Big of a course, 13-year-old, I blackmail him. You want some blood clot to cut out one piece of half of my shit. But 13-year-old, I blackmail you. I big of a greyback, dirty manticule like yourself. How 13, I blackmail you. 13-year-old, I blackmail, dirty manticule. You see, when you mention, say I blackmail, in guilty or something else, sir. When the Mac run come with blackmail as film defense. In guilty, sir. So with you, when time you lose the seat, I make you drop down, you know. You drop down and spend piece of money for TV seat. Remember, you understand? Remember, I hope I didn't go on an election, you know. Look at Andrew want to see him brawling. Andrew TV seat brawling in front of you, I don't care. I know I want to use Naira for take time to Jamaica and our republic. Go build anyway, move people off of their land because him say they have to move. Hey, I say Naira, this Naira bill is them keep Parliament till before day. They push through, you see? And this Naira bill is going to make Angel run out of the big house on the hill. Barefoot as the damn barn. Because I have him think say, every Jamaican they on the island to eat that. He make a sad mistake. I mean, I tell him for now, the police and the soldier have to stand down. When time the citizens to them say, no, enough is enough, the police and the soldier have to stand down. There is no way the police and the soldier them can jeopardize the force for one criminal. The whole entire force. The whole entire police, constabulary force. And the JDF, the Jamaica Defense Force. I don't know if the major I go compromise the whole entire force for one criminal. I want to see if the JCF I go compromise the whole entire force for a criminal prime minister. I want to see if a science you have done on the JCF and the JDF, that's them I go put to make the entire crash the Jamaica Defense Force because of Andrew. I want to see if the Jamaica Constabulary Force are going to make it crash because of Andrew. One guy, one thieving guy. One look at nobody. And I say I come from a rich background, you know. One look at Shitterbush boy. Shitting a chimney boy. Can I believe this? Even me no shit in a chimney. And him come proud on platform and talk about him shit in a chimney and go dash in a toilet. Look at him nasty. Them a nasty style. Look how him grow. Look how him blood clot grow. I shit in a chimney and go dash in a toilet. Look at him style. I feel proud for come on mic and talk about it. And now I can't try and thief up much money. I can't go on like my somebody from people who grow better than him. Shit in a scandal bag and wheel over fence. Shit in a scandal bag and wheel of a fence, Prime Minister. Walk on hype up on people who grow better than him. A school boy get woman a duck him with steel ranking piece. This a man I know. Walk on pop style pan we know about him one with the king of Jamaica. Shit in a bag and wheel of a fence, Prime Minister. I say him grow on a 56 Cumberland Road. Shit in a scandal bag and wheel of a fence. You can't talk to me. You know, grew up good. Shit in a chimney. Can I believe it's the man a boy picking a shit in a chimney? Go throw in a toilet. And this is the Prime Minister agree problem of the country, you know. A Prime Minister shit in a scandal bag and wheel over fence. Look at that.
I'll come again, tough chat.
But a thing like that hurt me. One market girl we sit down in a dirty water downtown Foot black, dirty water splash up on foot side. And I look a push to slippers now. One can give Angela Brownberg argument. When time in Marcella Market, Angela Brownberg the Cuba train. Eh? Michael Manley send them got Cuba train. This is a local market, none abiding city market girl. No abiding city market girl. No put on gown. Coming on with Parliament thinks that she has somebody. You still at the same market girl you used to sell long at town. You are the same local market girl who used to sell long at town. You are nobody, ma'am. Don't make it go when you put on follow. In the gown and out of the gown, you're the same market girl long at town. And you shit in a bag and wheel of a fence husband. Your husband is shit in a scandal bag and wheel of a fence. I told you, market girl and shit in a bag husband. One come get Jamaica talk. It will never happen. Only now come off on no good table for this type of power on our seek. Only is that nobody in our country. 35 years ago now and nobody in our country not told look a piece of shit I walk around. 35 years ago nobody in our country. Two underprivileged junker. No one come mash up everything. One mash up the government, one mash up the speaker office, one mash up what kind of termite again? What again? What are Uno? Andre and your wife, what are Uno? What no be again? Come out of a blood clot parliament and go and find some constructed do with yourself. Better Juliet go back go get one and look up straw basket. Andrew can go sell bag juice. Right power look up bicycle can go sell bag juice. Make sure you put an egg loop on the back. And make sure them cold and go school gate go sell bag juice. Andrew if you go school gate go sell bag juice. Juliet if you go back down town go sell peas and onion. With few type of vulgarness, you gotta do good in a market. So now you can market style coming at the parliament car. You have to differentiate the two of them. In the parliament, what we deal with business. So now you come and look at market girl style now we parliament. It not gonna work. So now Andrew wants to push up a bus down house speaker and no house. Andrew cannot push up a market girl wife as down house speaker and no house. Well, let me tell you what you say, Juliet. Let me tell you now what you say. See me. I don't know where am I going to see. Listen to this. Listen to this.
It is important to be fair.
Let me start it over.
I've learned it is important to be fair. It's difficult as a speaker because I make every effort to maintain that balance. However, it still has to be appreciated that to become speaker, I ran on a party ticket, and to remain speaker, to remain an MP, I will have to run on a party ticket again. So you have to sort of balance that.
Me not balance your blood clot, you know. The only balance that Juliet you have to go. Because you just say hard. Fear no bias.
This is a conflict of interest.
This Juliet said just a confess. Say you is a conflict of interest in that chair. You got to go, Bigfoot girl. You got to go. You just a confess. Say you run on a party ticket. Say hard for you play fair. This Juliet see recognition from the speaker's chair. And you see if you don't go by now and next month you done, I bear disrespect. I'm going to deal with it different.
That people they need to go.
I better go look for all on the turtle and make. When name? Where the boy name? What did I feel up? When name? Where you feel up man name again, Juliet? The birthday feel up man.
So right?
No. Steve right? No.
So right.
My name, I don't know. Juliet, where you sugar daddy man when I feel up at your birthday party name again? Where name? Where man name? Where we say Delano? Yeah, Delano, you can't go home because I have to take a late night picture when I tour with junk. You and Delano for wait till your junk and tips if you take picture with you. The way how Mrs. Delano feel up if I'm back with Mrs. Owens, it is inappropriate. To be the Prime Minister wife. I have pissing tear Delano feel up if I'm back with. Do you think that look good? What kind of example you try to set? A prostitution, where prostitution are inside? How can the Prime Minister wife have one man a grab up and back way like at the Prime Minister himself a grab up in wife? You know them intimate type of grab up there. What kind of example you said, boy, you want to be first lady? You want to be, what kind of first lady thing you run down? How if you have Delano Steve Wright, I grab up if I'm grab up like a wife too, you know? We don't even know where you're gonna touch. Because to in hook up on you like banana skin pan banana. Eh? So Juliet honest, do your things that is appropriate. Sorry to say, Juliet, it is not appropriate if you have Delana grab up yourself and back way. It don't look good. But I'm going to play what you say again. Because this is your ticket for left out of the blood clot speaker chair. Because you basically admit, say, you have to be biased. And with that, we can't accommodate a Bigfoot. Go spread out a Bigfoot somewhere. Go up a Delana yard with a Bigfoot, go spread out it on him pouch. Go on up a Delana yard, go spread out a Bigfoot. Make him see if he can cut down a ginger toe them. With your grass cutter. Within grass cutter. You know them flower scissors there? Go make Delano see if you can use the flower scissors trim down the ginger toe them. Listen to this.
I've learned it is important to be fair. It's difficult as a speaker because I make every effort to maintain that balance.
Juliet, I confess, say it's difficult to be a speaker. So Juliet, leave the job. We've been not tell us if you leave the job. We've been not tell us it is a conflict of interest. If you find the job so difficult because you're biased, why you don't leave the job and go on? Jamaican people, Juliet Owens have a problem with Parliament now. It's because of Juliet Owens why Andrew not gone to prison yet. So if Jamaican people don't really want to see Andrew go to prison, Juliet have to come out of the speaker chair. Juliet is the obstacle between Andrew Owens and prison. Obstacle. So remove Juliet Owens, we get to send Andrew to prison. And we get to get back with taxpayer money. And some of the money can spend at the hospital, spend at the road, and fix up the school them, and build back on a house, because enough money in thief. Combine Juliet Owens' money and Andrew Owens' money, when two of them thief come together, and then two son, Andrew a thief in son too, you know, because his son have dummy company. So compare all of these thieving funds. He can do a lot for well-thinking Jamaican. As me say, Juliet Owens is the barrier between Andrew Owens and GP or Horizon Prison. And Juliet basically I tell we she confused because she have to take side with the Jamaican. She says she have to take side. That is why she always chip out the mic them on the PNP them and she always go on. That is why Angela Brownberg took up the mace for this same reason. Listen. Why Angela Brownberg have to take up so good Cliff Hughes? Come here with a look of so good mouth. You come back and chat up your mouth. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a piece of dog shit. This is why Angela Brownberg take up the mace if you never know. Think dirty George Davis. And Batman, when name Abka. You stink like shit. Remember when you had a vlogger in Abka? Remember when you had a vlogger and look like burn up yam? Remember when it look like burn up yam? Down a yam place. Right in Manchester when I go down the hill. You look like burn up yam. Go on you too. This is why the most honorable Dr. Angela Brownberg have to take up the charm when they have down at the Parliament as the mace. Listen.
I've learned it is important to be fair. It's difficult as a speaker because I make every effort to maintain that balance. However, it still has to be appreciated that to become speaker, I ran on a party ticket, and to remain speaker, to remain an MP, I will have to run on a party ticket again. So you have to sort of balance that.
I'm not going to balance, you know. I'm not going to balance. See? You know, when Juliet owners come and I talk about school this and school that, and what kind of example them I set with school picnic and this and that. That is why I say this a woman I want real dog shit, you know. After Juliet talk them over shit out her mouth, when Angela Brownberg time for talk, can I believe say the Bigfoot woman get up and come out of the parliament? We can't have them a dog shit in our parliament. It must never be. You can't just take up anybody put in our parliament. Them are people that Andrew and Juliet not deserve to be in our parliament. Andrew needs to ride around on bicycle in Jamaica sell bag juice, and Juliet down a town and sell peas and onion. They not fit in our parliament. These two drunker shit bag come and mash up the parliament. I told them a grown and a thief up in land them in Jamaica and a bill. I told them a thief up in land them in Jamaica and a bill. Remember Juliet did not quote today for people some land business with people, you know. Juliet did not quote just the other day with people over land business. These people and people has no problem with land. These people are thief, you know. A Delray Chuck a thief too, you know, can say if anybody asks Juliet get the money from to build some apartment, a Delray Chuck say I him gear. So we know that Delray Chuck are one of the man with the under the Integrity Commission radar, you know. He even talk about if the Integrity Commission will pray him. In that fair go back to his first job when he do a supermarket. Which supermarket Delray Chuck used to work in Jamaica? Would I like to know? Delray Chuck midget. Delray Chuck. Look a midget. Which supermarket in Jamaica used to work? He's a look a midget. You want to say looking at part, you want to look a midget. They even look like somebody beard. That's a Delray Chuck. You know, you look dull, like you know, like beard. Both him a justice minister and I keep rape a man's secret. These people are the weapon that farm against you if you never know. Juliet only says she can't pay fare because she run on a party ticket, so she have a bias. She talks, she have a bias. Sergeant Major did. Juliet only says she have to play bias because she run on a party ticket. So no matter what no one say, she have a bias. Oh no, listen to this.
Your ruling, Madam Speaker.
Well, you know already, Prime Minister, this is not a point of order.
What order of the House of Debate was breached?
No.
This is a point of order on which I rise. If the member will yield. Madam Speaker, the Leader of the Opposition rose on a point of order. What is your ruling, Madam Speaker?
Well, you know already, Prime Minister, this is not a point of order.
What order of the House of Debate was breached?
No.
If the Leader of the Opposition continues to...
Me I tell you this, Andrew. More Andrew they come out of the parliament when you dally on a house drama. It's on a bedroom drama. I don't want to bring it coming out of parliament. Please, for God's sake. On a keep on a personal affair, because this is like a bedroom quarrel and Andrew let the pan of parliament. Andrew honest, we not fall for this, you know. We not like this, you know. Because we don't need to tell this, you know, put a Bigfoot woman as don't speak at the house, you know. This little back and woman and man argument they have in their house. We not bring coming up. Andrew, we not tolerate this one more week in our parliament. Any little house argument Andrew have, we not deal it up on a yard before we come in the parliament. See? We continue.
The point of order to disrupt debates, Madam Speaker, that is an abuse of the rules of the House. So, Madam Speaker, I ask you to rule on whether or not the point raised by the Leader of the Opposition reached...
Andrew, the way how Mr. Rhoda Crawford BNA smile, what she tell you? Andrew, the way how Mr. Rhoda smile back at you, boy look like, what she tell you? Why you hype up so in front? Why you hype up so? Andrew, why Rhoda BNA smile, looking like Rhoda Crawford that enjoy the local quarreling? Rhoda Crawford, You have to go call in for the show, mama, and tell me how you feel about the quarrel. Because I know you have the time of your life. Because remember, you make no icky come in a parliament again in a Rhoda. Rhoda, because of you, Icky get banned out of the parliament in a Rhoda. So I don't know how you tell Brother Big Nose, you know, dirty bunger. The man get bad past size 13, you know. But it is a local problem they're having. A local drama. This is an extra, you know. This is an extra. Andrew wants to steal the show with him bedroom drama. Andrew no want Angela Brownberg taking up the mace and everything for be the topic. Him want film bedroom drama for be the topic. And Rhoda Crawford just enjoy. So Rhoda Crawford, you're not easy, you know. All your face look like you now wash, but you're not easy though. You come like your name is Ricky. Rhoda Crawford, your name is Mrs. Ricky. You come for wreck everything. They say Rhoda Crawford, you know make nobody live good. We say Rhoda Crawford. We say you come like a obstacle. You know make no good life go on. I don't wrong you.
Any rules of debate in the House?
No, it does not.
Me say Rhoda is sweet. Rhoda, hey, it a come like Rhoda Crawford I watch Bowl and the Beautiful. Because how Andrew want to get up Bowl, you know. And Juliet was now back down, you know. Come like that. Soon they got a foul fight. And none of the foul them now back down. I told them, you know. Yeah man, Andrew Bowl prayed off. She knows say Rhoda Crawford run back there enjoy the moment, you know. So I don't know if Rhoda Crawford get a this and Brother Big Nose a try for this back my woman there in a style. Because them are general, you know. Anything can happen. Them are general. So, I'm going to continue. Let I continue with this thing. I want to listen piece of that. This.
But me no know if me fi buy it. But I want to know if the Oscars were up for grab. Some acting a take place yesterday, you know. Yes. Me no know if you no realize Jamaica. I don't know if you no realize. You no realize say Andrew. It's like Andrew want to say people are breed down in our neck back because I'm wife. Make us sit down up good little. Jamaica people, you no realize say Andrew want make it seems like say I'm wife make the Jamaican people not like him. What could have caused Andrew to turn up in the parliament yesterday and toe to toe with him wife? Eh? And make it look like saying wife no know what I do. Because up to now, you no realize what take place in the parliament, you know. I want to thank all those who like and share and comment me video. Lord, it gone viral. It make me head hot. Me every minute me phone I blow up. Jamaica, where you say Clover is a distraction a play out? Me say, when I sat there and I listened to the garbage that come out of Daryl Vaz's mouth, and that's how it start from, you know, Daryl Vaz. Daryl Vaz stood up in his speech and he go round and he groan and he groan and he never tap till he reach his favorite word of bad mind, and he never tap till he use it in his speech. I mean, I know if he not realize that the Jamaican people are very agitated when he come on to that word. It not only make him look bad, but he make the labor rights them look dunce and equally dunce. Anyway, he opened up his mouth and he said something about the leader of the opposition and he called Mark Golding name and how the Ansard this and based on the record of Ansard, he might go quote what Mark Golding say. Come to think of it, what him say is a total different thing what Mark Golding did say. So of course, you know, nothing no past Marky G. So when Mark Golding hear the utterances coming out of the member from West Portland mouth, He stood up on a point of order. He stood up on a point of order. And Mark Golding make the speaker know, said Daryl Vaz is misleading the House because he never said those things. And what I don't appreciate with the Jamaica Labour Party and how this current speaker conduct the affairs of Parliament, it gives the impression, right, that even if somebody stood up, I'm going to show you how the Prime Minister was hypocrite to you know. It gives the impression that once a member is making their contribution and is on their feet, all if the individual tell some blatant lie, you must just listen to the lie and you must not address it right there and then. According to the Jamaica Labour Party and the speaker, you cannot interrupt or you should not interrupt. And if you're going to make a point of order must be in a question form. Right? So it look like the Prime Minister realized, say, no man, my wife really, either she not understand when to be my wife or when to be the Speaker of the House. But the Prime Minister stood up and asked his wife, yeah, to rule whether or not the point of order that the opposition leader made or point out. What was wrong about his point of order? Yeah, what the woman say, nothing wrong with the opposition leader point of order. But what the government is trying to do, and Andrew really get one from we, Jamaica, but we have to give him a round of applause, I don't know what is happening, but me telling you, say it all started over the weekend. Nationwide, come Monday morning, bright and early, they don't have nothing bad to say about Marky G and the PNP. George Davis and Tanatan, none them not have bad to say about the PNP. Yesterday, Tuesday, the same thing. And to make matters worse, Andrew Owen is coming to Parliament and I come pick up for the leader of the opposition. Andrew wanting wife, he tell him, Andrew, what was wrong in what the opposition said in his point of order. They may have disgrace, Chrissy. Eh? When you say Sam, you're not apologizing. Him not worth it. You not applaud him. Him not worth it. We know, man, we know. But what me I say, Jamaica, the impression that they gave yesterday is that you cannot interrupt a member once they're on their feet. Right? And if the member continue to mislead the House, it is okay. You cannot interject. And if you stood up and say, point up, if you hear somebody they tell a lie at the House, the impression that the speaker gave yesterday, you must allow the member to continue put out the lies, and it is being recorded. And member say you have some bloggers who only live on sound bites, as they hear one little something, so then cut it and run with it to get views, to post it. And none of them not going to equally quote the part in its entirety where the truth reside, Them are going to only cut the part to get the little sound bite to go viral. That is a dangerous precedent being set, by the leader of not only the JLP, but the speaker, And when I listen to what Juliet Holness said, she is giving the impression that if a member is making their contribution and is misleading the House, you must not interject. You must allow the lies to be told, yeah? And if you catch a lie being told, you make a note of it. And then you must approach the speaker's desk. Listen how she presumptuous, If you in the Parliament and the next member turn up and make a contribution and a pale liar come out of their mouth like Daryl Vaz, you must listen to the lie and you cannot stand up and say point of order and correct them right there and then. No, you must listen to the bullshit and you must write down what you hear said and then you must approach the speaker's desk, and then the speaker is going to review the truth, and then at the next time the speaker is going to speak on the matter and clarify that matter. So what if the day comes and the speaker look into it and see the member was actually telling a lie? What if on that day when she decide to rule and rectify, the member is not sitting in the house? What can go so, Tammy? Yes, that is what Juliet only said. Point of order boils down to, that's why Andrew get upset, Andrew turn up and say, Madam Speaker or my wife, tell me, you need to rule and tell me what did the leader of the opposition said that was wrong. You need to rule. And she go say the leader of the opposition that said nothing wrong. So why is it that it couldn't be rectified right there and then? And if you don't notice, the speaker, she a call for unity, and she claims she's unbiased. But if you notice what she did yesterday, further sink not only the Jamaica Labour Party, but it would have caused the people of this country to further look at her in a negative light. What she did yesterday, or whoever set her up to read that thing before Parliament start, is equally stupid than the speaker. Because what I realize, I don't know if you don't realize it, you say Juliet totally lose it. She have lost it completely. A fair and just Speaker of the House, if she mean good and want the Parliament to be better, what she should have done yesterday is charge the House, read the paper sitting with them gear for read yesterday, and condemn the act and said it. What she should have done after she read what she did, she should have sat there in the chair, right, and allow the member who is facing the scrutiny, which is Dr. Angela Brownberg, to respond. And then we, the people looking on, would have the respect for not only Angela Brownberg as to why she did what she did, as wrong as it may, but we would have gained the respect, and she, Juliet Holness, would have gained the respect of the people listening, because she would have made her point and she would have remained in the seat to listen to what Angela Brownberg would have said. And who knows, maybe Angela Brownberg would have apologized. The speaker herself would have apologized, because let me tell you something, the way how she run out the woman and get out and then them they realize what they did was to cut a video of how England do for them thing when an individual did the same thing, lifting the mace. And they don't realize that they further sink themselves. The way in which the British speaker ruled was very classy, was very respectful, compared to how Juliet Holness ruled and conduct herself for the same mishap. There is no comparable there. And for them to compare the two further showed the buffoonery of a speaker that we have in this parliament called Juliet Holness. And I don't know if you guys realize it. Whenever certain individuals are making their contribution, Juliet no want hear from them. She get up out of the speaker chair and make either Eroy Clark rule or Dwayne Smith. You don't realize it. Juliet have lost the respect of the Jamaican people yesterday. We never like her from morning and we was not gonna like her now. Because you come chastise the opposition.
Nikisha Burchell, I beg you do this to me, ma'am. I know say you have style. I want if you do bit more if you drop bass style pan Juliet and bring out the market girl style in the parliament. I want to make the market girl style reveal some more.
Yeah.
So Nikisha Burchell, I want if you not stop tease the big photo man and draw the market girl style so we can project to the whole world. Continue, my boss.
And chastise the parliament and lay down your ground rule. But when it is time for the member now to defend herself, it shows that you don't have no class, woman. It shows that you have no class. Jamaica would respect you more if after you say what you say yesterday, you sit down in the chair as a woman and you listen to the feelings of Angela Brown Burke, and then you could have understand why she did what she did. And after that, maybe you, Juliet Holness, would have either apologized, right? Because the entire world see how you conduct your ruling, right? But what you did, you say what you have to say, and you step outside, gone out a door, and now we appear you, We appear you $22 million per year. Why is it that Juliet Holness continue to come off of the speaker chair and want to be in the ring on the floor between the opposition and the government? She never supposed to take any position, whether the government side or the opposition side. Her duty is to be the referee. Right? But time and time again, Juliet shows that the speaker is compromised. She keep on a come from off of the speaker's chair and sit down in the middle of the ring between the PNP and the JLP. I've seen it happen time and time again. Floyd Green is the minister of government business. The member for East Kingston and Port Royal, Philip Palwell, is the opposition member for government business. They are in charge of the floor. And if Floyd Green and Philip Palwell come to some consensus, an agreement on the floor, how dare Andrew wife want to split an agreement between the two? It's like Unwa have a match, Unwa have a match, and you do something to the other player. The player who is the victim shake the person hand and say, no, watch that man, make we continue. But no, the referee want give you a red card, all when you tell and speak and say, no man, make we move on with the match, no man. We understand it was a mistake or we have an amicable agreement. The speaker, Juliet Holness, is too compromised, and she continued to show and display time and time again that she is not a fair and unbiased speaker. She need to know when to differentiate when not to be Andrew's wife and when to be the speaker, which is going to be very difficult to do, because how on God's earth you're going to unwind yourself from Andrew as his husband. And let me tell you something, when you think the opposition don't know what they might do. The opposition knows that them kind of something here that go take place, Yeah. Sometimes some of you get caught up in the heat of the moment and wonder why and how the people, we don't need to come and say nothing. Yes, we know them kind of something here that go happen. That's why we say, yes, Juliet, congratulations becoming the speaker. We know them moments that go happen. We know that these moments were going to happen. Good afternoon, Michelle Johnson. The Pillow Talk Parliament And the act that they put on yesterday, we're not going to bite Andrew and Juliet back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're not going to bite Jamaica. It started from Monday, whole weekend. They come up with a strategy. What is it that we can do different? Right? Nationwide, no say a thing about the opposition. The first thing come out of Cliff Hughes' mouth. Say what you want about Mark Golding. He's a damn good legislator. Nothing bad was said about the opposition all weekend after they ridiculed the PNP about the mace. They come this week and see Andrew come yesterday, Tuesday. Him and his wife at it. Madam Speaker, you need to tell me what was wrong about the leader of the opposition speech. Mark Golding said that was wrong, and you need to rule and tell me what was wrong. The woman said nothing was wrong. What a shame and disgrace in our parliament. The pillow talk and the pillow talk parliament has to stop. As long as Juliet continue to sit in that chair, the parliament will be compromised. This don't look good, you know. This don't look good. And when you listen to what the Prime Minister had to say, it come across Jamaica like they had an agreement. They had an agreement. Let me see, I see T-Play want to jump up. Let me see. Jump up, no T-Play, send a request. I don't see them again, you know. I had some callers. I would love to take those 2 callers. T-Play, send me back a request there, please. Perfect. She's back. Hey, T.
Hey, Dre. Good point there, so. But we even look upon how when she get up, because she ever get up, like you say, when the opposition is going to speak. Yesterday, she get up and she did not know that Dr. Brownberg was going to say anything because she never responded and gave her permission to speak. So even when she get up and she's disrespecting the opposition's sectoral presentation on a very important matter, which is also very important in her particular constituency, where there is a lot of issues with social protection. So you don't want to hear nothing about that? It not matter to you? Forget the mace. You're also an MP, no? At the end of the day, you know, have a constituency that people may be on path or having issues with different social protection issues, and you might have pick up on something that you could have implement in your constituency or speak to or whatever. I don't understand the level of respect is, and she just prove her own self wrong.
Exactly.
She prove her own self wrong.
Exactly.
Cannot talk. She'll talk about together and this, and we must be this, and we must respect each other. But then you get up and disrespect the person again.
Thank you. Me tell you, Tara, me say if she had sat in that chair and after she said what she wants and ridicule the opposition, and she remain in that chair and just listen any rebuttal, be it Angela Brownberg or anybody, persons would have respect her a little bit more this morning.
Yeah, and the fact is nobody else could have really gotten up because they ended that session and went straight into the sectoral debate.
Exactly.
So nothing could have been coming in there to rebut or come against you or whatever.
Once
because
again,
you done that part.
Shutting out the opposition. Exactly.
It's sad.
Very sad. But Jamaicans are not idiot. We see what go on.
All right, bro.
Take care. You see that, Jamaica? I tell you the same thing. If you want to move forward and have a just and civil parliament, I can tell you, Jamaica, Jamaica. She will Jamaica. She will, instead of a matter resolved, the chaos will continue. The chaos will continue. And when you're done, you are talking about this are the example we are set for children, and this are the example. When you as the speaker is not setting any example whatsoever. Very arrogant. Very rude and arrogant. Well, Jamaica, I want you to listen to the Pillow Talk Parliament, Listen to Andrew Holness and his wife. Because yesterday, only God can tell me say it wasn't a skit being played out. Nobody can tell me. Say the Oscar never did that issue out yesterday. Something is brewing, Jamaica. Mark Golding tried to clear the air on the lie that Daryl told the House. Who remember, for sure, no say the Prime Minister was hypocrite and appear wicked over there. Who remember when last week Damian Crawford did make him presentation? Who recall in the middle of Damian presentation, the member for North Central Clarendon, Nestor Morgan, stood up and said, Damian a mislead the House. And I remember when Nestor stood up and stopped Damian in a presentation and said something. I don't remember what the matter was about, but he said something. Damian made a point, and when Nestor stood up and I said, oh, Damian, I mislead the House, Damian shut him down further and said him need to read the yellow book or something because it is there. And him Nestor say it and it in the book. So that means that him not read the same thing when put in the book. And the answers were there. And the Prime Minister was there. The Prime Minister never said nothing. The Speaker never said nothing. The Speaker actually allowed Nestor to stand on a point of order. So why is it a problem? Now that Daryl told a lie and misquote Mark Golding, the man have a right to stood up on a point of order and defend his name and the truth. Juliet want you feel listen the lies and then make a note of what was said and then approach the Speaker's desk and then she a go investigate and then the matter will return to Parliament. What if on the day when you are going to speak on the matter, the individual is not in Parliament? No, I believe that once a misinformation is being placed or the member is misleading the House and you can prove say it is not so, you need to turn up on your foot and shut down that lie. Well, not even Andrew never did that by one wife did I say. And that is the thing in Jamaica. A lot of you persons like to justify and try to pick up for this government when they are wrong. Somehow no want to differentiate or talk about, oh, Andrew was addressing the Speaker and not his wife. Make it make sense, no? Sammy, come here, Sammy. Come and make it make sense. All you mean, so the Andrew was addressing the Speaker of the House and not his wife. So the Speaker of the House, not Andrew's wife. What me couldn't want people tell lie on themselves? Hey, Simone James, come here. Simone, I tap up the screen. Tell me how to make it make sense. Unwa try to justify what went on yesterday. The opposition not tell no lie on themselves.
Them say Andrew wear skirt.
Isn't Juliet Holness the wife of Andrew Holness? And isn't Juliet Holness the Speaker of the House? Why uno want if we separate the two and tell lie on ourselves? The Prime Minister was addressing his wife, who is also the Speaker of the House. So you can't.
We're not gonna work with them in our Parliament. We're not telling the truth. We just not. We can't go work with them. We cannot work with them. We can't afford to work with these people. We can't afford to work with these people. Saying, listen to this.
There be a fuck when they keep up the Jamaica Labour Party, keep up on the Jamaican citizen. Eh? Edmund Bartley, they take up that mace and get out that door when PMP time. And nothing no penalize ever go on. I know Angela got touch it and not penalize her, but she need to leave Parliament. Suspension. You let her even suspend your blood clot big foot out of Parliament where you suck with husband. Who on a crosses for the Jamaican citizen. We're tired of you know. You let me frustrated. We're tired of you and Anjo in a Jamaica and mash up a Jamaica land we love. If you let nobody know want come back to Jamaica, every Jamaican me meet a foreign. Now want go back and them and watch you go on and nobody now want come back in a phone space. On all thief. You say your grandma, your mother say anybody will lie with thief, anybody with thief will lie. You and your man by July the 2 will lie and thief and wicked Jamaican citizen. And your man you want the $2 trillion for yourself. When a thief July to need to come out and leave Angela and go on about your dirty business. You're gonna go see her drunk with July to go see her.
Hey mama son, big up yourself here, sir. Okay, you not keep no secret here, sir. Big up yourself. Anyway, I have something I want to play. I don't know what I think about this.
There shall be no march, and I want you to record this. There shall be no march in June. There shall be no bear as you dare in June. They will have so many things hiding from and worrying about when the manifest power and presence of God move upon this nation. If they know what I know, they have the temerity to be talking about how is it we are not concerned about missing children when they are the ones devouring our children. They are the ones promoting all the kinds of things that you can think of, unmentionable things, read children. Just think about it. It's among them. Unmentionable things, and they have the temerity and the gall to be talking about how is it persons who are prophetic. Of course we know many of the things. We have said it. Some of the things we can't even say on air. God knows where those missing children are, and we have been speaking about it ad nauseum. We don't say everything on air because of the sensitive nature of broadcasting laws and so on, so we don't say everything, but we know. So we don't have time to be responding to their quips and, their distraction, because that's really what they always try to do, to stir up controversy for distraction and then deception. And so I'm saying publicly, in the name of Jesus the Christ, the Son of the living God, they are planning for June, but God has a devastating plan for June and onwards. There shall be no march, and I want you to record this. There shall be no march in June. There shall be no bear as you dare in June. They will have so many things hiding from and worrying about when the manifest power and presence of God move upon this nation. If they know what I know, they would run to the Lord on their bellies and repent. Talking about plans for June, we shall see what we shall see. This is also a warning to the leaders of the land of Jamaica. Call a spade a spade. Jamaica will not countenance unrighteousness in any shape and any form, including the LGBTQI minus reprobate nasty lifestyle. It will not be countenance in Jamaica. We will not embrace it. Our children will not embrace it. Yes, they have made inroads where our young people are concerned, but by and through the grace of God, God through his power, by and through his Holy Spirit, will deliver our children and young people and our people at large. Jamaica shall not capitulate to the reprobate lifestyle. Even if Jamaica remains the only nation on earth that does not subscribe to it, that will be the case. in the mighty name of Jesus the Christ, the Son of the living God.
Here we are, say, my brethren. Here we are, say. But we have something else to play with there. Hear that, man, but we have something else to play with there. Don't tell me someone got me make it go away. Listen to this.
Shalom, family. Shalom, family. I just needed to come on and say to you all that it's time. It's time to prepare yourselves. Jacob's trouble is about to intensify. Remember the first Egypt? How our ancestors lived very well. They prospered under Joseph's rule and the Pharaoh that ruled at the time of Joseph. But then there rose a Pharaoh who didn't know who Joseph was and didn't care who Joseph was. He saw that our ancestors were prospering and multiplying and becoming powerful. And he feared that if an enemy came, that the Israelites would side with the enemy. So therefore, he enslaved the ancestors. Here we go again in the second Egypt. Here comes a Pharaoh who didn't care about the previous Moses. He didn't care about Martin Luther King. He doesn't care about Malcolm X. He doesn't care about W.E.B. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey. He doesn't care about all the great ones during the civil rights era, those who fought, those who bloodshed, who had dogs sicked on them, just so that we can have civil rights. This Pharaoh doesn't care about any of that. He doesn't want any of that being taught in the schools. He doesn't want the little precious snowflakes that are growing up in the school system to learn about what happened to the real Israelites. This country is going to face severe judgment because they are about to harm the apple of the Most High's eye. And I'm speaking to my fellow so-called Black Americans, African Americans, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm warning you to get yourself prepared. Get prepared because hard times are coming. Just a minute, honey. Hard times are coming, and we are in for some tough times. And I'm serious. Pray with me. Go into hours of prayer. Tonight, before you go to bed, please pray. Burn the midnight oil. Pray without ceasing. Because this Pharaoh, named Donald Trump, does not care about civil rights, the civil rights of Black folk. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He considers us his enemy, and he wants a white America. That's what he wants. And just like the first Egypt, our ancestors grew comfortable and we multiplied. The same is here in the second Egypt. We grew strong here. And now it's time. This Pharaoh is going to wage war against us. Be prepared, my people. We're in for some hard times. This government is going to rise up against us. And you need to be ready. for when it happens. Shalom, peace, and blessings. And may the Most High
Shalom, my viewers and subscribers. That's some deep thing, you know. Let me see. This is. I don't want to play that one there, you know. I don't want to play that one there. But I'm going to play that one there.
The path lunch program. Why? It is because of financial constraints. Where is the government this morning? Oh, no, notice I'm not cuss, I'm not shout. No, because me realize that the message is resonating with the people in this country. Oh, no, realize that the people in the country don't want to hear nothing about the Jamaica Labour Party. They don't want to see them, they don't want to hear them. The more they come out, come talk, and the more the Jamaican people hate them. Eh? Can you imagine the greater Wagwan me G from over Eastern St. Thomas? I tell you if you change your name, you know, my friend. Forever grateful, big up yourself. And now we end, yes. Now we end, big up yourself, my brother. As me I say, what could have caused the PAT program to be suspended? Eh? I am now seeing the article is saying it's as a result of financial constraints. So that means that the Jamaica Labour Party not funding these schools so that they can get the resources to cook on a daily basis, you know. Because the lunch program, what hard in a chop up 2 chicken and brown stew it down and curry it tomorrow and fry it the next day. What hard in a that? Remember, you know, if you have a classroom or a school with 500 pitney, I guarantee you Jamaica say 250 I come to school with them lunch money. It's not everybody going to school the part. To how the Jamaica Labour Party water down the PAT program, then come at your yard and even if you have one fridge in your house, then say you're rich. If you have one flush toilet in your house, then say you're rich. So then take you off of the PAT. Eh? You mean if you tell me say the Jamaica Labour Party can buy 1 case of chicken parts, eh? And carry it to the school them. And make the principal know say then if you come up with a menu, you brown stew some today, you curry some the next day, you fry some the next day. Eh? You do little chops chewy the next half of the week. Chicken alone can be the order of the day at schools. Eh? Jamaica PNP remind us to remember one of the PNP policies in our manifesto was to fund the farmers to provide food for PATH. That is it. There are so many schools within our communities and our farming communities where the People's National Party has suggested that they would have worked with the farmers, right? Whether it's pumpkin, sweet potato, you name it. And we think local. And you would sign a contract with these farmers to make sure that on a weekly basis, them can supply our schools. Eh? And the Jamaica Labour Party have turned the PATH program into a mess. Eh? Since Pernell Charles become the minister of what you call it, labor and social security. It's his responsibility, you know. It's his responsibility. The PATH program falls under his ministry. Look at what is happening this morning. Our schools cannot afford the PATH program because they are not getting the funding that it needs from the Ministry of Education. Why is it that the Jamaica Labour Party is so hell-bent in mashing up education in our schools? Eh? The school them not ready. The school them not conducive for learning. The teachers them are complaining can't get no money, can't get no increase. There is no resources there to help the teachers them with the changing times. Eh? And the one little thing, a parents could already them pitney, send them go to school and know say the part program we make them pitney no hungry. The one thing to make your pitney stay in school and learn, the Jamaica Labour Party has suspended. You cannot blame Greater Portmore High School. Me not think the principal would have been so wicked for sit down and see the food a run out. And make the ministry know say we only have a few days of food supply to give to our part students. Me not think the principal would have been so careless. Eh? It goes to show you the priorities of this Jamaica Labour Party administration. Why is it that they are so hell-bent in paying little attention to our students and education in this country? Every single day is something within the Labour Party. When I know health care, education. When I know education, agriculture. Every single ministry under this Labour administration is under scrutiny. Because of financial constraints, the Greater Portmore High School have to suspend their PATH lunch program. And where is Dana Morris Dixon this morning? If Dana Morris Dixon had travel or gone pan what, she not travel because I see today they have press briefing. Them have press briefing. That is another thing where people must look into, you know. If the government is working for you, why is it that every week they might have press briefing? What? Look into it, no people. Hey, Momo, look into it, Nats. If the government is working, right, and them are do what them supposed to do, and the third term is doing fine and doing well, why is it that nothing that they claim to do is being felt by the people? Why is it that nothing that the government say it's doing, the people on the ground is feeling it? Because had it been that they were feeling the work of the government, you know, them no need to come out and do press briefing, you know. They don't need to come out and remind what they would have done to the country. I don't get it. Every single week, Dana Morris Dixon do press briefing. If Daryl Vaz make a speech yesterday in the parliament, Jamaica would have watched the parliament, the news media would have reported what happened. Why have he come the following day, come and do press briefing? It shows that the message of the government is not resonating with the people. When last time you see PNP put on press briefing and press conference? We don't need to abuse the listening ear. If you know do the work of the people, the work we know do, it should be felt. People now feel the work of the government. And here you have a ministry with 3 ministers in it. And a matter like, oh, the 3 of them sit down there and cause the school to suspend its PATH program. How can Pitney go to school? Can you imagine your Pitney the pan part and you're ready, your Pitney send a Pitney go to school? Knowing that them are going to get the little part lunch. And your Pitney are going to call you, tell her, say, she no get no lunch because no food no there at the school and me no have no money for buy nothing out at the school gate. We no have no money for support the tuck shop. We need some answers from the minister. 3 cartoon Ivan Riley sits at the Ministry of Education. Where is Marlon Morgan to come out and give? As him always a come out. Once it have to do with the PNP, Marlon come out and push back. So how you not hear nothing from them from morning? Till all TVJ reach over there before them and at them at the ministry. This is very sad, Jamaica. There is no social protection anymore in this country. The PATH program is one of the social entities that the PNP would have put in place to ensure that our nation's children, the less fortunate, the parents, them when not really have it, can still send them people go to school and know say they will be getting something to eat. I mean to tell me say not even that the Jamaica Labour Party cannot control, and it's three of them sit there at the ministry. This no look good, Labour Party. This no look good, Labour Party. Good morning, Libra boy J. What you mean you can't repost? Click the arrow. See, there are 199 people share the live already. Me not understand how you mean you cannot repost. What you mean? Yeah, man, of course you can repost. Maybe there's something wrong with your phone. Restart your phone. Click the little share arrow and see if it not share to people. But anyway, back to class. Not working from my side. All right, restart your phone and come again, all right? Because everybody else can share it and repost it except you. So maybe your phone is having some glitch. So restart. All right, see Joyce? See Joyce just share the live there? See it there? Yes. Morning T-Play. Good to see you, my dear. Blessings every time.
So, my viewers and subscribers, I hear St. Margaret here. Big up on yourself. Big up everybody who just a check in. Do you hear me say Ransford, big up yourself. Big up everybody who a check in or who just check in. Big up on yourself. I hear St. Margaret here. I'm going to hold some rest to go up on the rear clock a bit from now. So, you know a bit to hear that. You see me? Yeah, man. Look more.
Psalms 23 verse 5. Don't prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. God not gonna make you win in front of the wall of them.
But where they come from, send it back, send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back. Reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody say, reverse the curse, yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's house, if a garden house, if a the prime minister, if a the opposition.